Steven, just give us the update, man. I know you're disappointed you couldn't fight in Greenville, but you were kind of, looking out for yourself first and your health and everything. So, we're a little bit past it. Just where do things stand now?
Yeah, everything's good, man. Healed up great. I'm actually helping a few fighters right now get ready for their fights. My buddy Carl Reed is going to be fighting in the Contender Series in a few weeks, and I'll be headed out to New York to help Chris Weidman get ready for his fight at 205. So everything's feeling good. Back into training hard, full force, and hopefully be fighting again at Madison Square Garden in November is the plan. Don't know who yet, but we'll see.
Is there anyone you want?
I know me and RDA are both coming off of a loss, so it might be good time for him to heal up and maybe make that happen at MSG. So that'll be cool. I know Robbie Lawler's got a fight coming up this coming week, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, man, I'm looking at somebody in the top 5 and ready to get back out there and do it again.
I'm sure RDA would love to fight you because you're not a wrestler.
Yeah. Well, he fought a striker, Leon Edwards, and Leon Edwards made him work, man. Made him work all 5 rounds. So, and Leon Edwards is on I think 7-fight winning streak right now, 8-fight winning streak. Wow. So he could be possibly fighting for the title as well.
You can relate to that.
Oh yeah. I've been there, man. I've been there. So I know everybody's talking, Masvidal maybe getting that next shot, but he's had 2 wins. His third loss was me in MSG, but I think there's more guys out there more deserving of the title. But he's putting on some good shows and knocked out some good people, so you never know.
Yeah, you know your way around a knockout. What did you think of his knockout event?
Oh, I thought it was awesome. And the funny thing is that he planned that. Like he knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? Everybody looked at it, was like, man, that's such a fluke thing. But he's got footage of him, doing that in the gym in the octagon. So he knew what he was doing.
Have you ever had that, like whether it was your kickboxing career or MMA, where you like planned something down to the T like that and it just materialized?
Oh, 100%. When I fought Johnny Hendricks, actually, we knew exactly what he was going to do during that fight. And, no disrespect to him or taking anything away from him, but it was almost easy, to be honest with you, that first round fight. I mean, he knew he was looking to take me down, and we worked my takedown defense, kept the distance. We knew he was looking for that big one-hitter quitter punch with his right hand, and just fell into place, man. Everything worked great.
So you said you didn't think Jorge Masvidal might not deserve the title, you said, or might not be the most deserving. Who do you think would be some of the most deserving?
Right now, obviously, Leon Edwards. I mean, he's on an 8-fight winning streak. He's doing very well in the division. So I think at the top, maybe him. I mean, under him could be Masvidal because he's got some great, knockouts of some good fighters. So, it really depends on what the UFC and the fans want. And the UFC is kind of going towards of what the fans want nowadays. So it could be Masvidal, but I think Leon Edwards has definitely proven he deserves a shot at the title.
So what would you say if you're Colby Covington, who was the interim champion, and now he's fighting Robbie Lawler, and he wins, and he might not get that title shot again?
Well, yeah, there was like a, the welterweight division was kind of stagnant there for a little bit because we didn't know who was going to get the next shot. It was kind of boring the division, really, because everybody's kind of, there was a holdup. Nobody knew if Colby Covington was getting it, if it was going to be Usman. Now there is a new champion, and, the welterweight division is kind of coming up now, but I don't know, man. I don't know what the whole deal was with him fighting for the title. I don't know if he was ready for it. I don't know all the ins and outs, but if he goes out there and does work against Lawler, he'll definitely. I expect he'll get the shot. So we'll see next Saturday.
What do you think Ben Askren's position is in the division? Obviously, that was a pretty devastating loss.
Yeah.
Where do you think he goes from here?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's ranked number 10 or 11 right now. He got bumped down. I know he could be possibly fighting another grappler, Damian Maia, who's very dangerous on the ground. But I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, especially in this level, you got to be very good, very well-rounded, and every fight starts from its feet, on his feet. So, and there's some really high-level strikers in this game, as you saw against the Masvidal fight. So, I don't know, man. I think it's a good fight for him to take against Damian Maia because he's a grappler. Damian Maia's got some hands on him, so we'll see. But I don't know. I think I got Askren on that fight.
What do you think is worse for a fighter? So he obviously got knocked out in 5 seconds. Thing goes viral. Everyone sees it. But he didn't necessarily show anything. He's lost any step or whatever. Is it worse to lose that quickly or worse to be beaten up for like 14 minutes and then finished?
That's a very good question. Very good question. I think, for me, it was worse with the quick one. You know, my last fight with Pettis, I got knocked out in the second round, even though I was winning the fight. I would rather have lost going all 3 rounds and have my opponent just outwork me, knowing that I was 100%. You know, I want my opponent, if they're going to win, I'm going to be at 100%, you know, giving it my all. The last fight, it was just one of those fluke shots, you know, and that could happen with anybody in the division or in this game, you know, as you know. So it makes this game so exciting. So for me, I would rather lose, like, just getting smoked, you know what I mean? Not getting knocked out, and knowing that you were winning, you know, that you know, that's just me, man.
What do you think of how Askren handled that whole situation in the aftermath?
Definitely a pro, man. Definitely I think he took that loss like a champ. You know, he knew what his flaws were. He knew he got knocked out, and he wasn't making any excuses at all. So my hat goes off to him for that, for sure. I mean, he took that loss like a champion. So in my eyes, he did the right thing.
You mentioned Edwards as being deserving of potential of a title shot, 8-0 streak. Do you feel like it's a little bit overlooked, maybe because he fought so much in the UK for so long?
Maybe, I think so. I mean, he's definitely defeated some really tough dudes in the division. You know, I think his most awarding one was definitely this last fight against RDA, who was a top-ranked guy. And Gunnar Nelson, which I didn't expect that at all. I thought Gunnar Nelson was going to take him down and choke him out, but his takedown defense with that was just amazing. Gunnar Nelson's a very tough guy. So I think those 2 fights right there should definitely deserving of a title shot. So I think he was overlooked a little bit because he does a lot of his fights overseas. But, yeah, man, I think I don't know who his next guy's going to be, but I guess we'll see after the Lawler fight and the Colby Covington. Maybe he'll fight one of those guys next, and then maybe for the title.
Could it be said that Leon's been really hard done by because he beat Gunnar, then he gets punched in the head backstage by Masvidal. And now Masvidal's in a better position than him. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? That could be an awesome fight too. That would be. I think there's some beef there between those guys. That would be a very exciting fight. I would tune in to watch that fight for sure. So if there is a race to that for those two, I think maybe those two should face off to see who goes up tonight to fight the number 1 or fight for the title next. So I think it would be a very exciting fight
Where
for
do you
sure.
think your buddy Michael Chiesa stands in the
Dude,
division right now?
Michael Chiesa is a beast. I mean, as you saw, I was there sitting cage side against him, facing Diego Sanchez. So very tough guy. I think he'll move his way up the ladder very quickly. Some good wins. I know he's looking to fight Neil Magny, which would be a good fight for the both of them. He definitely is got a bright future in this division for sure.
Tonight, Felicia Spencer brings a traditional karate style, to the octagon to go against Cyborg's very powerful style. How do you think that's going to match up?
I think it's going to be good, man. If she keeps the distance well, I think she's got the fight in the bag. She just got to watch out for Cyborg's, overwhelming power in her size. I mean, she comes forward and she throws hard. So, that's just devastating for anybody in the division for sure. But if she keeps the distance, use her reach, and keeps her at the end of her kicks, I think she can win the fight.
One final one. You're talking a lot of these. There's a lot of questions surrounding the welterweight title picture. On the flip side, Bellator put that tournament together, and Rory McDonald's now fighting in the final, someone you're familiar with. Do you prefer that tournament method? So, there's a clear winner. You can't really argue over who's moving on in that, right?
That is true, man. I never really thought about it, to be honest with you. They have that welterweight Grand Prix going on, and I think it would be cool maybe to see something like that in the UFC. You know what I mean? Get the top guys, top 5 maybe, and fight them down to 1, and that 1 fights for the title. And it was crazy because I was at the Bahamas a few weeks back, and I'm sitting there in the hotel going. They have a big, aquarium. And I'm looking over there in the shadow, and I see this guy looking at me, and he comes out of the light, and it's Lima. I'm like, "What's up, man?" Dude's a big dude, bro, big guy. I mean, he only lives like 2 hours away from me, but yeah, man, decided to go on a little vacation before he actually goes back and starts getting ready for that fight. I think he's fighting Rory next, right?
Yeah, for the finals.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's going to be a good one. I can't wait to watch that one because just me, knowing both of these guys. Lima lives 2 hours away from me, so we kind of know each other through those small circles of the smaller MMA fights, and facing Rory McDonald, knowing him for a long time. And that last fight that they had, Rory took a ton of punishment, especially with his legs and calves, taking those low leg kicks. I think it's going to be a good one, man. I'm excited to watch that one.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, fellas.